And the trick to winning a game like this, force your opponent to play your style of ball.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Jokic is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Mitchell in at the 2. Tatum out there with Williamson. Then it's Harden. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Mitchell against Harden. Outside Tatum. Passes it to Harden. LeBron left side. With the drive. And the rejection by Giannis. Mitchell kicks to Doncic. Out to the wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
3 points.
And the all-around game of Doncic. Not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Now, here is Harden. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Jokic grabs the miss. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Well, every team needs those energy players, Chris, who set the tone defensively, and Alex Caruso is definitely in that mold.
Absolutely. He's disruptive, gets a lot of steals, and he's athletic. He needs some highlights, too.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Jokic. Tatum looking around. Pass to Williamson. Over Doncic. And it's Williamson missing.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Doncic finds Mitchell. Over in the corner, Brown. Jokic sets the screen for Brown. Good D by Embiid.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
James outside. Outside Tatum. Crosses over. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, he just brushed off the contact right there. I mean, the stronger Tatum gets, the more effective he becomes finishing inside over.
Gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Embiid. And it's Jokic missing. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. A shot by Harden. Wide open. No good with the triple. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic dishes to Mitchell. Floats one. Good D by Harden. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's LeBron. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
What a powerful player LeBron is. And he makes finishing through contact look pretty easy.
Pass to Doncic. Great D that time from LeBron.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And it's blocked by Brown. Antetokounmpo with the ball. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Jokic passes to Mitchell. No good on the 3. Harden outside. Pass to LeBron. A miss that time would have put him up. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doncic against LeBron. Doncic outside for 3. Mitchell. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Nikola Jokic.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And they recover it. The 3 for Doncic. The 3-pointer is right on target.
And without much left to prove, Doncic still trying to hone the consistency of that three ball. But the confidence, no doubt, is there.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Joel Embiid.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Irving against Curry. It's George on the wing. 11-point game his last outing. And it's blocked by Brown.
Just tenacious defense from Brown right there. I mean, superb at playing shut-down defense and stifling shooters.
Just 5 on the clock. Irving can't hit.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And it's Brown that time on the assist by Curry.
A typical unselfish play from Curry. He's always ready to move the ball to a ready shooter.
Ingram against Booker. Irving looking over the floor. It's hauled in by Brown. Gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wasted no time on that one.
Man, such a creative player. I love seeing Kyrie Irving find his open teammates with the whip of the pass.
Outside Curry. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. 1:30 left to play in the first. And slam dunk by Butler.
And the connection Butler has with his teammates, he knows when they're going to throw it his way.
Curry kicks to Leonard. The kick out to Towns. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Butler. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, George. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Well, this is something Butler's been working on, becoming a stronger facilitator.
Curry with it. Butler covering. Curry dishes to Leonard. Nifty move. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Irving a screen on Brown. Here's George driving the lane. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Leonard finds Towns. Here's Brown. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
You can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
George against Brown. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Get ready for the Deer Squad! Get ready for the Deer Squad!
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
And Tomas Satoransky, the veteran guard, kind of a pass-first point man. Sometimes maybe passes a bit too much.
Shy away from looks at times, but you love his distribution. He makes the small plays that help get wins.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Anthony Davis is out there with Tatum, and it's LeBron James. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Irving at the point. Inside, and stolen by LeBron. He kicks to Booker. Now the dish to Davis. Irving passes to Davis. Doncic against Irving. Floats it up for Davis. And emphatic LU jam.
Oh, the timing of the play is exceptional. Davis arrives right on cue with slamming.
Ingram dishes to Doncic. Step back shot. Count it. Doncic has got 5.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Pass to Davis. Booker outside. Davis setting the pick for Booker. 13 feet away. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
You better respect the sensational ball handling from Irving. I mean, phenomenal slashing from defenses.
Doncic looking it over. Jokic kicks to Ingram. Jokic a screen. Ingram passes to Doncic. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Evolving as a playmaker. I mean, Ingram looking very unselfish with the crisp pass to the open teammate.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. James against Doncic. And it's James missing. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Down low, here's Antetokounmpo. LeBron with the block.
Oh, what a swat by LeBron, working hard to be all over.
Irving can't get it to go. Gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Tatum. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Irving against Doncic. It's stolen by Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Team foul.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
He hits both from the stripe.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
Curry finds Leonard. Outside, Towns. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got 6.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside, Irving. Drives to the hoop. Makes it off the glass.
Drive Irving is so crafty. I mean, he got so many different tricks in his bag.
Here's Curry. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Leonard on the wing. Towns, a screen on Tatum. Here's Leonard. The feed to Towns. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And he's able to get it back. Good on the bucket.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
The pass to LeBron. Irving against Curry. 6 to shoot. James kicks to Harden. And here's Tatum for 3. They grab their own miss. Williamson. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Towns. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Ingram. George finds Butler. Clock at 4. Back to George. The 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And they get it back. Harden the pass to Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for George. That doesn't go either for George. Gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Brown. Chris, congrats again on your call to the Hall of Fame. Not to put pressure on someone currently in the NBA, but does anyone out there now remind you of you back in the day?
Well, you know what, Kevin, I try not to look at it like that, but there are a lot of players that play the same position, in which I love how they play. I love how Embiid plays. I see similarities. My man Jokic, I definitely see some similarities in the past. I tried to make sure
personal
forwards.
First team foul.
Instead of seeing similarities in
the
I'm a fan of all
Jaylen
the
Brown at the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
And for Brown, it's about consistently improving. We've seen flashes from him, but now it's time for him to meet expectations.
And Brown drops them both. 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Harden the pass to Williamson. He dishes it to Embiid. A three-pointer, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Leonard with the screen on Harden. Curry fires from way outside. Rebound by Butler. Just 34% from the floor. Dishes it to George. Kicks to Harden. Trying to end the drought. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, although Harden is known for being a great scorer, his passing is also elite. It's a great read.
George against Mitchell. Outside Curry. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Harden. He drives in, and the jam by Harden.
Even with contact, the defense isn't enough to slow Harden. I mean, just a guy who gets it done on his drives to the rack.
Outside Curry. Drills the three-pointer.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
That's the
You
end
have
of
to
the
go to
second
your
quarter.
best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. They lead by 14. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And hello, everyone.
They had a tremendous first half from the three-point line. Their shot selection was pretty sound, considering how many threes they took. And the confidence of the shooters, now that's outstanding.
All right, and now one of the more highly anticipated topics. Some news about trades to discuss.
In Holiday, they get a guy who can do a bit of everything.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've got Doncic, round out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game, and they need to avoid that.
Back to Embiid. Kicks it out to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep Harden. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mitchell finds Giannis, and the shot is good.
Giannis
has got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Tatum. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. To the middle, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
I love how the big man slips after setting the screen. Embiid, solid at creating opportunities for himself off these sets.
Doncic outside. He takes it in. Jokic on the follow.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes it to Embiid. Williamson kicks to Tatum. The dish to Embiid. Now LeBron. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. No good on the triple. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Giannis. And Embiid with the block.
Defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block for him right there.
James, no good.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Mitchell against Embiid. And Jokic slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise! Get ready!
Both teams changing it up here. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at Embiid, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year of some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Here's Irving. Outside for Davis. Trying to get open is Irving. And it's Davis missing. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Brown. To the inside. Jokic inside. Covered by Irving. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 11.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
LeBron passes to Tatum. An absolute pound from three-point range. He has 5.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
Let's check out some stats for Stephen Curry. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's around 14 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Leonard kicks to Curry. The pass to Doncic. Driving in, up and in on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Free throw, good Butler.
These are guys who can really impact your team's culture. Butler gives you toughness and determination that only a few others do.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Doncic passes to Leonard. George against Curry. Over George. Curry.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Irving. He feeds it to Butler. And the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
Towns sets the pick for Curry. Off target from outside. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Irving a screen on Ingram. George with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. George looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Ingram. George, no good. Gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Curry. He kicks to Doncic. Back to Curry. From deep. Another miss by Curry.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Butler sets a screen for Booker. Over Curry. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ingram wide open, and it's off from three-point range. Gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. Up top, Leonard. Doncic dishes to Towns. Kicks it to Curry. Over George. That one off the back iron and out.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Irving. Davis the pass to George. Davis setting the pick for George. Takes it in. Oh, the power on the imprudent.
A fantastic shooter from deep. George forces defenders out, and then that just opens up the driving lanes for him.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Leonard against Butler. Now here's Leonard. Clock at 6. Towns sets the pick for Leonard over Butler. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage.
It's the fourth quarter. Get out of your seat and let's hear it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. We've got Harden, Joel Embiid out there with Butler. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's James in at point. Mitchell's shot is good.
3 points.
And this is what makes Mitchell dangerous. His ability to rise up immediately after catching that pass.
And James throws it down.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Curry kicks to Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
James up top, guarded by Curry. LeBron is doubled. Great communication on the alley-oop.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Outside Tatum. Here he goes. Good defense by Jokic.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Nice hustle on defense from Harden, showing the willingness to make an impact on both ends.
Embiid with the screen on Mitchell. Here's James. Look at that.
But James isn't afraid of taking some risks, especially with how he dribbles the ball. Completely loses the defense that time.
Pass to Jokic. It's Curry outside. The rebound by Harden.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Tatum passes to James. And he drops it in from the low post. James has got 6 in the quarter.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Giannis passes to Mitchell. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's Brown on the wing. Mitchell against Harden. Top of the key. And it's Mitchell missing. Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And the rejection by Giannis.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
That's just a product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Brown against Tatum. Passes to James. Kicks it out to Harden. Embiid sets the pick for Tatum. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Oh, look at that smooth release. The foul team. And I tell you what, when Tatum shoots in rhythm, effortless.
Get ready for the Dirt Squad!
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Harden kicks to Tatum. To the middle. Embiid with a screen on Brown. Tatum drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Tatum's a good ball handler. Manipulates the pace. I mean, gets to wherever he wants to go.
Jason Tatum at the line for 2.
The first one falls.
The future Tatum has in this league is so bright. I mean, he's proven to have a great work ethic and desire to keep improving.
Paul George is checked in for James Harden. And so Tatum nails them both. And we talked about this before, Chris, but great to see you inducted at long last into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It is so well-deserved, and all of us are thrilled for you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. It means a lot. Shout out to my parents, my family, and all my teammates. It's a special feeling. You never dream of making it to the Hall of Fame, and I tell you what, it's a surreal feeling right now. Thanks, man.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Honestly, guys, I feel lucky getting to watch LeBron tonight. This is a vintage performance.
Gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Mitchell against George. The 10-footer. Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Embiid. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And that one, good. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, I'll say this. Tatum gives you options in the open court because he can score from anywhere.
Inside, and the jump by Giannis.
Defense is aggressive on him. When you're giving up that much height, there's only so much you can do.
Outside, George. Pass to James. Back to George. Off target from three-point range.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving them.
And there's the pass to Jokic. Over Embiid. Jokic, no good. Got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
That was just rude. Williamson with no hesitation on the drive and no mercy on the finish.
Gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by James. He dishes it to George. Going inside. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
It's the first that brings them to within 10.
And I still think back to the leap George made in the 2012-2013 season. He won Most Improved Player that year. It was amazing how he put it all together. He went from a very good player to a superstar.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Doncic with a screen on George. Doncic outside. There's the drive, and Doncic throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. They proved this one.
This is why you can't give George room to drive. Even when you're physical, he can get it done.
Doncic finds Leonard. George with the defensive effort.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Doncic outside. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
DeMar, big effort tonight.